Welcome back to Boujee Bravo Bitches, where we talk all that Bravo tea from basic to bougie. We're your hosts. I'm Jenna.
I'm Darcy.
And I'm Amanda. Let's get into it, bitch.
Hello. Happy Thursday.
Hey, gals.
My favorite day of the week tomorrow. I can't wait.
I feel like I just coast right into the weekend tonight. Like I stay up a little later. I don't do anything tomorrow. If
I do
someone
get a little
calls,
crazy. Yep, I get it. A little crazy on Thursday nights after I talk to you ladies. I usually have a drink and then I have another drink and then I'm like,
yeah, just one.
Another drink.
"Just one more."
I usually have 1 plus 5 and 2 more. Have you ever seen that meme? Like, I'm 29 plus 3 and a year. And I'm 35. I'm just 35. Anywho, hi kids. Guys, it's
Hello.
4th of July next week. Where the hell did
I
they?
know.
No.
Okay,
Noticed you. I get
we're
Pluto
all
every week, and it's
what?
the 26th week of the year. We're halfway through the year.
I
Perfectly.
don't know if that's good or bad, but I'll take it. We're all on a Love Island deep dive here. I know this has nothing to do with Bravo, but I also know Bravo
I'm
people
on a
love.
bender.
So I just feel like we need a Love Island debrief. Do we not?
It's
Okay.
on tonight.
I know. I'm
I'm ready.
having a night off was tough.
I'm still on 19 and a
Yeah.
half. I'm gonna have 19 and a half. I'll do it tomorrow out. Yeah.
Okay, so we can't get all the way. We can't
No,
talk all.
you can. I don't care. It's fine.
Where's the
Um,
invisible text when you need it?
I know. We send each other we put the invisible messages, which honestly I didn't even know was a thing before, but I love it because I hate spoilers. I
I had
hate.
to do it because I was like, I'm gonna spoil this, but I'm gonna just send it
You
in
know
a
why
thing.
I hate them? Because my mom would have no life, and she'd be like, she would send a message like, "Oh, did you guys see this, this, and this?" And I'm like, "Well, no, because I haven't fucking watched it yet, but now I don't have to." And it would always be like, "Did you see who won The Bachelor?" Or like something like that you've been waiting 27 episodes to get to, and she would always spoil it. And so now I just hate all spoilers. Well, basically, I'm just gonna say that who I want to win, go all the way, would be Austin, and I don't care who it's with. I just love his goofy ass. I think he's probably cleaned my pool before, and I want him to get his own pool cleaning company with his
I
husband.
want him to get that money so he can fix those atrocious tattoos.
Oh, they're so bad. They're like prison tats. They're so
The
bad.
girl with the milkshake and the boobs? Like, come on.
Well, they're also clearly we're done with a pin needle and gross ink
They're
from the
so
grocery store.
bad.
They are prison tats for sure. Which makes sense because really, not a lot of lines of employment you can get into once you've been to prison, but pool cleaner seems like something anybody could do, don't you think? I
None
don't
of the
know, but I
guys I
want
love.
yes to win. Also, I have to say this: the amount of crying and sobbing and screaming when someone gets sent home is
Wild.
Sends me over the edge. Like, you guys know I hate crying when they start sobbing. Like, that's why I think I just hate Huda because she cries over every single little thing. I'm like, absolutely not. I hate her. Vote her off, America.
Hoda. Hoda.
Huda.
Also,
Huda?
no one
I
says
guess
her
it's
name
pretty.
right, including Ariana, who called her Hoda the other day.
Where's Kathy Lee?
Okay, so Ariana is barely she's on it for 5 minutes every 5th episode, and she probably makes $1 million and hangs out in Fiji for 6 weeks.
Sounds amazing.
Yeah,
Well, so
honest.
I used to watch UK, way back when UK came out, and I loved it. And I will say that it was way more drunk, way more sexual. People were fucking in that communal bedroom all the time, and it was
Mhm.
way more stealing. The guys were fucking Jersey Shore style dogs. It was so good. But it's a different time, you know?
I think Ace is trying to play puppet master, like a little miniature size Machiavellian.
Yeah, I think Ace is there to win. I think he's
Oh,
just
for
there
sure.
to win.
Oh, for sure.
You think they're
All
all
these
trying to win?
people what?
Do you think they're all trying to win?
Yeah,
Not a
so
Maya
that's the thing.
papaya.
They
Trying
all
to find
have
love.
they all have 1 million followers or more on, TikTok and Instagram. They're all hyper aware of ratings. That's why the votings don't make sense. Okay, so all of us have at least seen that I don't want to say it because now I don't remember. No, you've seen it because she was gone before Casa Amor. So everyone's seen that Hannah's gone.
Mhm.
So, that to me, everyone was like, why? I don't understand. I'm like, because she was boring. She wasn't going to do anything for the ratings. That's why they got rid of her. They could say whatever they want to say about
Yeah.
it. That nutbag from New York City, Amaya Papaya.
Yeah,
is
it's
hell of
more
a-
Papaya.
So I know I love it. It's just a totally different breed of show. But now my favorite
Mhm.
thing to do is make reference to Bravo by something that happened on Love Island. It's my favorite thing to do. The men's group is the men in the house after a dumping.
Oh god. Perfect. Absolutely perfect.
So good, and it's 6 weeks long. There's, like, 30 something episodes of every season, so we're, like, more than halfway through. We
Okay.
just finished week 4, so there should be 2 left and then, like, reunion. But it was we
Okay.
caught so Darcy on Saturday was like, "I'm gonna start Love Island," and I was like,
Yeah,
"Oh, I
this
don't
is
know. I
crazy.
can't get into it," and then I went to go get a manicure, and I left my book in the car, and I was like, "Well, guess I'm starting Love Island." And then we
And then
watched.
they were texting all weekend, and I had no idea what they were texting about, and I'm like, "Well, this is fucking annoying." So then
We
I had to
persuaded
watch
you.
it.
We're like, "Come to the dark side. Come to the dark side. Watch Love Island.
They
Come to the
no
dark
time on the weekends to sit down and binge 20 episodes of a show. I'm like, "No, I don't. I can't physically do that." So then when I went to work, I was like, put in my earbuds and
side."
just
Like,
yeah.
obviously, we're here to talk about Bravo, so, like, when you watch that, you gotta really be watching it. This is something
Yeah,
that it's not background, like, you're invested, but you could be, like, doing dishes or, like,
exactly.
laundry
Mhm.
or whatever and still doing it, or,
Yeah,
like, you don't have to be, like, ultra supersonic invested.
exactly.
But, yeah, I'm excited. I wanna know, okay, who do you guys think is more at fault in the Huda and Jeremiah of it all?
Huda, she's fucking nuts, bro.
Huda. What I don't now I can't even say her name right. I
Oh,
said it
it's
wrong.
Huda,
Woulda.
shoulda.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Yeah, Huda,
Oh,
shoulda,
Huda, not
Huda.
Huda,
No,
not Huda,
Huda,
not
not
Hoda.
Huda.
Anyways, who do
I
you
think
think?
she's crazy. I think she's crazy, and I think that the guys didn't like Jeremiah because he was boring, so that's why they voted him off.
Oh,
I
I
think
think they
he
didn't
made
like
her
him
crazy.
because he's fine and
Okay,
the ladies
Mhm.
love him.
But also,
okay.
he totally gaslit her and made her crazy. Behind every crazy
Mhm.
woman is a fucking narcissistic
I
gaslighting male,
absolutely
and
agree.
you hate men, so I'm very shocked that you said her over Jeremiah. What is
Ah,
going on
Is
in the
this a
world where
first?
I'm speaking up for the
I
women?
just thought he was boring. Like, I don't think I just think he was, like, so boring. Like, I could never hang out with someone with him like him. I thought he
He was
sucked.
just like he was so emotionally immature too, but like she's here for ratings and she's doing a fucking good job. She's doing a
Yeah.
phenomenal job.
The
She's
reason
great.
why I started watching because I kept seeing everyone talking about her
Yeah.
crashing out and then the mamacita
Oh
debacle, and I was like,
god,
"Great,
I
I'm in.
die.
I'm in.
I die. I tried to film
Of
one
what,
with
a
Romeo,
dog?
but it didn't work out.
I'm a mommy,
I
Of
die.
what, a dog?
a human child.
No, the mamacita part is the best part.
Mamacita."
All right. If you stopped listening because you were really here to talk about Bravo, I guess we'll get back to it. But I just felt like we needed a Love Island debrief. And if you want that, I feel like we can do it every week
We're
for
your
you.
gals.
We're also trying to get Darcy to watch all 10 episodes of the McBee Dynasty before it
Oh,
premieres season 2 on Monday. I'm so excited for it. Like, I think I might be more excited for this than any Housewives premiere.
Really?
Yeah. So the Dynasty is premiering on Monday. I'm super pumped about it. I'm super pumped about it, guys. It's gonna be so
I'll dabble. I'll give it a dabbly do.
yeah, there's nothing that really happened, like, last season. Like, Steve is a dog, and he's not gonna be on. Then there's
yeah.
Galena, who's like
Wait,
I
but what I told you this week is exciting.
oh,
So
yes,
Steve is not on it. So and I was looking at the promo pictures and I'm like, I thought the blonde was Galena, his girlfriend slash not really his girlfriend slash CFO. And that's not who it was in the picture. It's Christy, his ex-wife, who he cheated on
after
with
you
Galena.
after you finished the last episode of season 1, did you watch the preview again?
Yeah, I did, but I don't know
They
why I
don't
like
say that it's his ex-wife, they just say it's the other Russian. So when you told me that, I'm like, "Oh."
yeah.
I'm like,
I was like,
"So."
I must have missed this part, but I did go back and watch it again.
Yeah, but they don't say that it's his ex-wife, they just say the other Russian. So I'm like, "Oh,
Yeah.
obviously Steve has a type."
Was Russian? That's funny. Yeah, so she comes back to run the family farm. So she must still be very much involved in the family farm. Maybe she funded or her family funded the family
Yeah,
farm.
like, I feel like with that kind of marriage, there's no prenup, so, like, they're probably not even really divorced, maybe,
Probably
like,
not.
right?
Who knows? Who knows? But she's coming back to run the so now I am excited. Even though Steve's not going to be there, it sounds like his spirit will very much live
No,
on.
also, I remember wondering if Galena broke up their marriage. I was like because he's like, "Well, since, like,
Sounds
we
like
met." He's like, we've been hooking up since we met." So I'm
yeah.
like, "Well, when did the divorce happen?"
Well, I mean, it sounds like she was just a philandering dog the whole relationship. But I also like yeah, it sounds like
I
some.
mean, yeah, you're probably not wrong.
Well, what I read, so like when the Bravo Daily Dish like drops, whatever. There's always an article. I never really read them, but when I went back and read this one, and it was like And Christy will be there to confront Galena about breaking up her marriage.
Wowza.
Did you guys see Craig was on the toast this morning and he showed them the engagement ring?
I don't know
Mhm.
what it was, but it was posted yesterday to
Oh, it was on
Facebook.
TikTok. I saw it this morning on TikTok. You're right.
So it wasn't just the ring, which like because I think this girl was like, "Oh, I'm gonna check the geotag on this bad boy because anyone can show a picture of a ring." And even he was like, "Oh, I didn't even think about that." He was like, "No one asked me to see it, so no one was like asking me for proof. They just assumed I was lying." So he's like, "Here it is," and he gave all the details about it. And then she checked the geotag and it wasn't just Charleston, it was Mount Pleasant or whatever where he like the little like outside city where he lives. But she
Mhm.
like wasn't gonna say it and he was like, "You can say it, I don't care." And then she's like, "Okay, and then this is your bathroom sink." And he's like, "It's my nightstand, and here's a picture of my bedroom. This is actually my nightstand." So he like provided as much proof as she could. She did ask about the return, and he like answered her, but then she like talked over him, so I couldn't hear what he said about it.
Did he go
But
to
then
Kyle's
people are like,
dance?
"Do you think that Paige would really go for a hidden halo?" I'm like, "Oh God, give me a fucking
She is
break."
not some fucking beacon of fashion.
Right.
She's a
No.
bitch from Albany.
We're
Get
sweat
over yourself.
That's from Shein. So do I. And I'm not a fashion beacon.
Take your fucking Amazon set and get fucked.
Period.
Whoa, Darcy. Whoa,
I've
Darcy.
been real
Don't
punchy
say I hate her.
today. I've been
Why?
Don't say
real
I hate her
punchy.
more than I do. Yeah, you? I've been fighting in the comments today. I'm taking my anger out on people and troll style. All right, but seriously, I'm gonna go. And you know what? I want to know the people's view. I'm bringing it up. I'm bringing it up. I'm putting it all out there. Mentioning
Now
it
we said it.
all.
Now we said
So,
it.
like, in Miami, there's a Miami like housewives account. They posted this thing that was pretty much like all Gertie said was be quiet and this is what happened. And I'm like, but that's like not really all that happened. Like there was a lot of you're disgusting, you're an animal, finger pointing, finger in the face. And Julia was also just as guilty before the drink got thrown. And that's all I said. So I said, not on any team, but there was definitely a lot of finger pointing, hand and face, calling Julia disgusting before the drink was thrown. It doesn't make it right, but Gertie's not innocent. And this girl was like, that's what you took from the scene? Interesting. And I said, did those things not happen? You might need to rewatch. And she said, maybe in your head. I saw two women arguing and then one decided to get physical. And I'm like, okay, throwing water is not getting physical. Stop. I hate the youth of today. I hate
You
Gen.
the Utes.
So then I said, so you agree Gertie is not innocent? And she was like, huh? No one was innocent or guilty until a drink was thrown. You implied that somehow a drink being thrown on Gertie was warranted because you saw finger pointing, which I never said who was pointing the fingers, by the way. Julia's a big girl. She can use her words. I said, I did not imply anything. I said, Gertie is not innocent in this matter, as the post makes it seem. It's the last sentence in my comment. And I also said it's not right that a drink was thrown. Learn to read before you try to check someone, Miss Interesting. I am someone that will come 1,000% correct if I'm gonna like come for someone in a comment. Like so dumb. I hate
I'm an
stupid.
observer on the internet. I don't
I
partake.
really never comment. And I wasn't commenting to this girl. She like picked up what I was commenting on the post.
I don't have that troll energy that Amanda exudes.
Yeah, but I don't troll like Jenna. We're very different trolls. I'm like,
Amanda tries to rile people up. I
yeah,
shut
like,
people down. I'm a shutter downer.
but I don't get like upset about it. I think it's hilarious. Okay, I commented one time. I was like, if you just use bronzer on your forehead, it looks smaller. Like I don't.
Good Lord. Anyway,
It was from Teen Mom. Okay, so that was warranted. First of all, okay, she
Is a train
deserves
wreck.
it. Deserves it. Also, I mean, I'm not saying I have like the smallest forehead anyway.
let's move on to the Atlanta reunion looks that dropped.
Phaedra.
What?
Bro,
So the theme
everyone.
A
was like
swing and a
gold.
miss.
The theme was some kind of gold. Portia looked amazing. She has like a gunmetal type gold metal-y top with like a satin yellow skirt. Beautiful. I didn't think Kelly looked bad. She's just so small that it's like too much fabric. She should always be
Mhm.
wearing cocktail
Yeah.
attire and never a gown. But it's still pretty. It would be prettier on like someone taller.
With a longer torso, maybe.
I gotta be honest, I don't hate Phaedra's. It's like a costume. I don't hate it.
I don't like the earrings and the headpiece.
I don't hate that
I
either.
just thought like the top was bad.
If I could tell you what I hate, it would be like those shoes. I think they're Giuseppe Zanotti, like that nobody's been wearing in the last at least 15 years. That's what I don't like. I thought Angela looked great.
Angela looks phenomenal.
She's
Like Angela.
unrecognizable from the beginning of the season, but she looks great. He just smashed his head. Sorry. Cynthia looks basic.
It's just
I like
safe.
Shamia's too. I'm not like the boobs up to the neck is like not my jam, but I liked it. I liked
I
all
love the dress.
yeah. Also, hashtag blocked by Shamia apparently.
Ah!
For no reason.
So there was that stupid straw hat that Portia brought that she wanted to make a moment for a photo, and then she let Shamia have her moment. And all I did was compare the straw hat to Snuffleupagus. I don't
Do we
think
not
it's
remember OCD?
but we show a lot of like we show a ton of love to Shamia. Like
Mhm.
I've never said anything bad
You
about
guys
her.
called her Snuffleupagus, okay? That's
No, just said
Oh,
who wore
yeah.
it better, and
Who
also
wore
she
it?
was in
We
her
called-
feelings, obviously.
What did she,
We
I didn't even know
called her-
she
I won't say
commented
either.
on it. What did
She
she
got
say?
blocked.
What did she say?
I
on
mean,
it?
you guys, who got compared to Snuffleupagus?
Emily.
Emily. Yeah, she was pissed about that too.
Wait, what did she? I can see the comments. So what did she
Mia
say?
said, "Oh wow, thanks."
Get a life. And then I guess she blocked us. I did message her, but I don't know if it goes through after that. I was
She didn't block the rest of our personal accounts, unlike Paige.
who had someone do research to find us. That's fucking creepy. Like you literally the only way to do that and really confirm who you're blocking would be to like go find our like business license and like find us. Like that's fucking creepy.
Weirdo.
Anyways, back to Drew looking like Big Bird. Drew looked like
Ugh.
Big Bird and her boobs look like tennis balls. I hate that bad boob job tennis ball look. It's so bad. It's so like 80s, 90s porn. And those are the looks. I heard that I think there's like one more episode after Sunday, and then it's the reunion after that.
I feel like we haven't had a reunion of anything in so long.
We
Well,
just
'cause,
had the
like,
Summer House reunion.
I'm talking Housewives.
a while
Yeah,
ago.
we had a Housewives reunion.
But even that was a while ago. I feel like it's like reunion season, and then you're like off. But it is summer.
Yeah.
Like we don't get a ton in the summer.
Yeah. Although I feel like we have double shows every night, honestly.
Now we don't because Love Hotel's gone, so now we're down to just Atlanta.
But then on Monday, it's going to be
We'll have
two
Below
shows.
Deck and McBee. We have
Yeah.
Valley and Next Gen for like at least a few more weeks. We're gonna have probably at least 2 more episodes of the Valley and then reunion. And then I'm sure Next Gen will end too. I don't think it's gonna be more than 8 to 10 episodes. And then we just
That's
have
true.
Miami on Wednesdays.
When's Orange County start?
The 10th, which is a Thursday.
So that's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Anyways, all right, you guys sent me this and I don't even know what this is. So Luann on Murdoch Mysteries. I don't even know what Murdoch Mysteries is.
It's like British TV, Acorn TV. It's like British shows. It popped up on my TikTok and I was like, I know her.
was
I know her.
It was funny. All right, there was tons of rumors going around. Even my mom called me and she's like, I heard Andy hates Gia. My mom is like a Teresa hater. And she's like, I heard Andy hates Gia and she got fired. Your girl Gia got fired. I'm like, you sound like a fucking idiot. Don't ever call me again. And then I've been sending her article after article, like negating the fact. I trolled my mom. So there was one account on Facebook that posted this thing that she got fired, that it was just clickbait. It was stupid. And then all these people picked it up because everyone like loves to hate a Judice. By the way, free Joe Judice. We'll get to that.
Free Joe Judice.
Anyways, so then it was going around. So Andy talked about it on Radio Andy and said that he loves Gia. He loves Teresa. He's not a producer on Next Gen, but hasn't heard a single thing about her having any sort of a discord with her castmates or anything like that. And as far as he knows, everything is great.
Because people make up and it's like AI generated slop on
Yeah.
Facebook, and then everybody fucking gets close to coming and is like, share.
Yeah, Darcy.
It's people are so
Darcy,
fucking
I don't
stupid.
say those words
I
in my
learned
little
to question. I
virgin
used to
ears.
believe everything. I still send you guys things, and then like 5 minutes later, after a little research, I'm like, oh no, that was fake.
Wait, have you guys ever seen the AI generated Eminem and Kim getting back together and getting married? Like in modern day.
No.
For the AI generated, it's Rihanna, Dr. Dre, Snoop, Eminem all meeting his granddaughter in the hospital together. It's always all over my face.
We're cooked.
It's modern day Kim, who literally looks like Jamie Lee Curtis on crack with like an arm tap. It's so funny. It's the best.
We're
I gotta
so
find
good.
it. I will send it to you because I'm sure it'll pop up 18 more times now that I said it on my government listening device. That's your cell phone, if you were wondering. Government listening device.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh. Free Joe
Tears.
Giudice. Joe Giudice posted. It was very sweet. I kind of want to read it because it was so sweet. He posted a carousel of like photos of him and his girls, and he says, "I'm Joe Giudice. I served my time, and I've been deported from the U.S. for nearly a decade. I was raised in Jersey. I'm a father of 4 amazing daughters, and I just want to be allowed to visit them again. President Trump, I respect you, and I'm asking for a second chance. Please, please pardon him. If anyone deserves it, doesn't Joe Giudice? If we're just giving him out, I'm just saying, shouldn't he make the list?
I mean, I think you gotta pay in order to get it.
Well, can't we call the
Okay.
Chrisleys and see if they can do something? Do some good now that you're out, Chrisleys. I'm gonna see if I can link the Chrisleys to Joe Giudice.
And ask them
I'll
who
play him
they
pardon matchmaker.
Well, yes. Can we get Kim K on the line? Like,
Yeah,
please.
Kim, get our boy Joe free. Come on.
What's his? Every time people get pardoned, Joe Exotica gets so mad. They're just leaving me to rot in here.
What
Okay.
a time that was.
Oh my god. Do you guys
Well,
remember?
that was deep into the like first month of COVID. That's when
You guys,
Tiger.
like, I didn't leave my house for 4 months. That's so insane to me today.
It was amazing.
Oh, for you, not so much for me.
I was essential. I never didn't leave my house. I went to work every single day. Is that
We got
wild?
called back after a month, and it was like, okay.
I was
think
home
I
for
stayed-
4
I
months.
stayed
There was
home
no
for 2 days to build a whole online like protocol system for everyone, and then anyone that like all the therapists had to go in, and we just did Zoom, but we all had to go into the office to do it.
I didn't leave the house for 4 months. I didn't go to the grocery store. I couldn't go to playgrounds. We would literally go to the parking lot of the school and just run around the parking
I
lot.
hate it. All right, I don't want to even talk about it. The
Yeah.
fact that that was our
Yeah.
life is like kind of crazy. But I
It
will
is.
say, I got engaged during COVID. I got married during COVID. Like a lot of good happened during it.
Yeah.
Darcy postponed her wedding 3 times during COVID.
Sure fucking
And her
did.
bachelorette and everything else. Poor girl. She was the real COVID bride. I didn't have to postpone anything because I hit it right at we got married like, I mean, it's never the end, I guess, but it was like when it stopped being like you didn't have to wear masks to my wedding or anything like that.
We were on the cusp of New York State's dance boxes for
Yeah.
wedding.
Yeah,
So thankfully
remember
we didn't have to dance in masking tape boxes.
I also live in Florida, so you pretty much could have like spit in each other's mouth at my wedding and the end of there.
Spit in each other's mouths?
Yeah, at my wedding. Spit in each other's mouths if you want.
Real Florida man.
This happened like at the end of last week. So Teresa was doing some kind of interview, and the reason I'm talking about it is because the way that people like clickbait shit. People are like storms out of an interview, blah 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 blah. So she's doing an interview with like a news channel, and the news. And I say news loosely because no real journalist asks questions like this. But he was like, "So why don't you pay your taxes?" Like but he was supposed to be like a news anchor. Like I don't know. It was very TMZ.
It
to
was
ask a question,
gross.
to frame a question in that way. And she was just said, "Okay, I'm done with this," and like hung up. But she didn't like
Figure out
storm
how to
off
hang up.
the wall. She couldn't figure out how to hang up, which was funny. But she didn't yell or do anything. Like she didn't storm, just hung up. So
Which I think is the appropriate response.
yeah.
Yeah.
My only other note is that I saw Seth Rogen say The Valley was his favorite show, which I thought was funny.
Same, Seth. Right now, it is my favorite show. So same.
Is it my fave? I'm kind of really into Next Gen. I won't lie to you. I don't know if it's it's a
Okay.
good Tuesday lineup. It's very good TV. I
It
love
is.
Miami
Tuesdays are
too.
good night.
Even like last night's episode was like a little on the like meh side, but I still love it. I feel like it just gives.
It was a slow burn until the last like 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah, well, Marisol getting married in the beginning was adorable, I thought. All right, we'll get there when we get there. Let's talk about Atlanta first. So we have I'm not giving that back to you. You're not getting it. It's not happening. It's not clocking to you. You're not getting it.
It's not clocking to you. It's not clocking to you that I'm standing on business. I'm standing on business, Romeo. It's not clocking to
Not
you.
getting it,
All I
Romeo.
do
It's
is
not flocking to you.
I can't.
all I do, you guys. I have like a really a big problem with it, honestly.
How many times have you said it to the kids?
Oh my God, that's all I say to them. I'm like, it's not clocking to you. We have to brush our teeth. It's not clocking to you. I'm standing on business. For a snack, it's not clock. They're like, shut up, mom. So funny.
All right, let's talk about Atlanta. So we learned why Brit hasn't had anyone to her home. It's because it's unfinished. Like,
She has
come on,
carb.
dude.
That I mean, come
How
on.
long did you know you were going to be a housewife? Like, get your remodel done. It looks
Yeah.
ridiculous. Just like
I
make do with
agree.
what you have. You have fucking plastic like painter's tape everywhere. Like, come on, you look in a hoarder's paradise in one room. Like, all shown within your foyer of your house.
I know. That's awful. I would have never. Throw it in the basement. I mean, come on. Throw it in the
They're
basement.
out of the line of sight.
It's so
Yeah.
crazy to me. So she invites Cynthia and Portia over because they made a big stink about never even like being invited to her home. And everyone else is at Williams Sonoma. I really hate when people call it William Sonoma. It's Williams Sonoma. I just wanted to say
Now,
that.
now you know. The more you know.
So she had everyone to Williams Sonoma for some kind of cooking with Kelly event, and then somehow Charles
Charles.
cooking too. I don't know.
Charles wants to be a housewife so bad, I've
So bad.
decided.
So then
Yes.
there's some paid actor that shows up to tell Angela about her life and tells Angela how her
Who
husband.
paid him? Who
I
paid
want
this
to know who
woman?
paid him. We're gonna find.
Angela said it was Phaedra. She was on Carlos King, I think, and
Oh,
said it was
really?
Phaedra. Mm-hmm.
Oh
Which,
my
like,
God.
it's the hallmarks of old Atlanta.
I really like that. Wouldn't bother me one bit. It would be like,
No, I
welcome
think it's
back.
hilarious.
Welcome the fuck back, Phaedra. I think that's great.
I
I
think
love
it's
it.
so funny.
I love it. So also we then learned that so we know Kelly and Brett are kind of beefing, but Kelly went to her divorce hearing and she didn't end up divorced because it went over time. Anyways, Brett never checked in on her because she's still mad at her about this like glam squad thing. So it's not that Kelly didn't want her to use her glam squad. It's that she wanted to use every single person on her team. Glam, Guerdy, stylist.
Photographers.
Basically look like her. And like that is creepy and stalkery. I'm sorry. I agree with that. I think Kelly's right for wanting to gatekeep some of those things. But
Britt's lazy.
so now but also like, can you even afford those things? You can't even afford your
Probably not.
remodel. That's why it's stuck in progress. I don't know.
Who is this hoe?
Who is this?
Oh.
She is just a fucking walking disaster. So Phaedra has, I don't even know what you could call this, a fashion show of her old furs. Anyway.
I don't know. But when she said the vault, I was like, oh, we're going back to the
I know,
vault
that's
for
what I thought.
dinner.
I think she meant the vault of furs. So she has this fashion show, and first of all, Drew comes late. He locks her outside, and Drew's eating chicken wings with the security guard. Like, Drew isn't even on the show. Who is this hoe to Drew, really?
Really, they wouldn't let her in. It's the funniest
They
thing.
just stay clowning her all the time.
You know what? She should have been on time though, so she deserves that, honestly.
I just feel like Drew is just not a member of this cast anymore. Like she's not involved. She doesn't show up. She comes late.
She's
It's
the
so
butt of the
funny.
joke for the
She
producers,
really
at least.
is. She is such a clown. It's not even funny. So
That's
then
funny.
afterwards, they're like all sitting around. Portia didn't come because her cousin died, which I did watch that spinoff and it was sad. I don't really know
It
what
is
happened.
sad.
That's super
Sounded
sad.
sudden. So Britt comes in and she's like, "Hi, Kelly," and Kelly is just like, "No." She doesn't even look. I think it's so good, but it turned hot real fast. There were like abortion accusations being thrown, pill popping accusations being thrown. It was like really crazy. But
It
at
went
this
from 0 to 100.
I feel like there's no way that Britt would have been asked back because she's been so close to being so far across the line, like with the gun
Mhm.
thing and now like talking about abortions. Like
Yeah.
it's too much. I mean, this
It's fucking
woman's like
she's
also,
she's a low rent housewife.
it's just gross. But like this woman's in the middle of a divorce that's not over and you're yelling about her like having abortions and not telling her husband. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? That could so affect her.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anyways, so
Sweet
that's
tea
kind of
popped up. That was a
Oh
jump
yeah.
scare.
Me Tuesday, people were not happy. People were like, "She cannot be a housewife. I don't want another show with the Lunsfords on it." Lord. Dude, I get my kid taken care of, now my one dog is, like, licking my other dog's cock. Like, can everyone just leave me alone today? Seriously.
Sometimes I forget that you also have 2 dogs.
Yeah, they're a lot. Let's talk about Below Deck. Okay, so the 5-day porn star charter comes to an end, and they tip like shit. Isn't that crazy?
So crazy.
It's
Honestly,
just
though,
fucking rude.
I love that they like, anyone that's ever watched this knows they're gonna say what the tip is. So if you tip like shit,
Oh my god.
everyone is gonna know.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's
I'm like,
I would never.
how
I
much
mean,
money
listen, you've got your balls out on Bravo. Like, I don't think there's a lot of shame involved anywhere.
but, like, you made so much money, like, working and playing on
Mhm.
this charter, like, you can't leave a better tip than 19 grand. It's kinda crazy. But
Kept
it's
giving each
5
other the
days.
tip.
That should have been a $100,000 tip, in my opinion. That is gross, Darcy. I almost made a thing and called it just the tip, just kidding, but I didn't. Gross for me. So Rainbow is, like, over Selene, over working apparently. She's, like, but she is very, like, direct, and so Barbara and Selene don't like her now. They say she's mean. But she is leading 2 idiots.
But also, like, just chill just, like, a tiny bit. Just relax a little. She's, like, intense.
Yeah.
Rainbow is intense.
And at
Just
the end of the day, it's Frasier's responsibility. So,
She's
like,
relax.
gonna have a
You
nervous
the fuck
breakdown.
out.
She's gonna
act
have
your
a nervous
wage.
breakdown for
Thank
sure,
you.
but
Thank
also,
you.
like,
Calm down.
Rainbow worked for, like, 3 days in her entire life, and Barbara worked on a boat that never left the shipyard. So, like, they have no experience whatsoever, so I'm sure it is frustrating. They have know
Mhm.
nothing. Speaking of people who know nothing, Kaio also not gonna make
He
it.
has nothing.
Jess is gonna end up bosun by the end of the season.
Yeah, agreed.
End of next episode.
Yeah. Then in the end, Damo and Frasier make out, and Kyle and Selene make out. It's a
The
heavy
season
sex.
hasn't been bad, but it hasn't been, like,
Hasn't wowed me yet.
particularly exciting.
Do you guys think Frenchie's gonna make it?
No, but I wish he would.
You know, I think he's so
I
fun.
love him so much. He's so endearing.
Yeah. I think he might. I mean, he did good on this charter, minus almost, like, giving shellfish to the guy that could have
Yeah, I mean,
died from it.
Minor details.
Yeah, it's, whatever. All right, let's just get into the valley. Everyone hates Janet. It's like, if everyone hates you, it's gotta be you. It's not editing.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's not no one likes Janet. I haven't met a Janet fan ever. Have
It's
you?
just the name Janet
No.
is like, ugh. It's
She's
like,
just,
it
like,
is
so
Karen.
annoying. Like, the way that she's slurping the drink, I would've fucking smushed it in her face, honestly, because she would've pissed me off.
Ugh.
She's
Also,
gross.
someone, where did I see this? Someone, I think, threads to us. What do you call it when someone comments on your threads? They
Oh.
said, like, it looks like she studied TV. It was very, like, very much looked like Ramona when she's yelling, "Take a Xanax, calm down." And then I thought about it and I was like, "Oh my god, you're so
Mhm.
right. She totally studied this."
She's a
You're
fan.
She's a fucking fan.
I saw on Reddit, though, a picture of her with Kim K, so Janet has been a fan
She
of
was Cameron
everyone
Diaz's assistant, remember?
forever. It's crazy.
Wait, whose assistant was she?
Cameron Diaz.
Oh, well, wow, Janet.
Oh my
Uh,
god, someone just commented on our Karen Janet post and she said, "Hey there, my name is Karen and I don't appreciate my name being associated with that bitch Janet." Oh my god. Oh god, could you, if your
Gold.
name is Karen in this day and age, it's rough to be you. It is rough to be you. You can't do one fucking Karen-like thing.
Mm-mm.
You will be Karen for the rest of your life. Anyways. Okay, so we start with the men's group, which I don't need and I don't fucking want any
Nope.
men being vulnerable and hugging each other on my fucking screen.
Touching each
I
other's
don't want it.
chests? Like, no. No. Amanda, how'd that make you feel?
I
I know you love feelings.
I'm like, this is so awkward. It's so
Make
wild.
it stop. Make it stop.
Make it stop. Oh, this weird old life coach. Like, come on. It's such a scam. It's so scammy. It's so awkward. Absolutely not.
You
It's
know,
You know what
very
that
easy
is?
to get
I
money
gave
That
from
is
you
a
a life
nightmare blunt rotation. I would literally lose my mind. Could you
I
imagine?
sent you the real nightmare blunt rotation today. It's
You did.
it's Miami Jody doing an interview with the 2 Eds. That is a nightmare blunt rotation.
Nope.
Married to the 2 biggest cunts in Orange County. Like, I
Oh
can't.
my god.
Anyways, moving on. Um, so then they're at the Mexican restaurant, whatever, and I don't even know what started it. Janet was just on one. She just wanted to start shit. And Sheena's just
Mhm.
sitting there like, bobbling back and forth. Like, why
Where
are
are my
you
enchiladas?
also they're talking about this trip and I'm like, "Oh my god, are they gonna invite Sheena on this trip?" But clearly they did not, thankfully. I'm over her. Stop bringing her around. Stop bringing Jenna. Like, now Jenna's a thing. Get out of
Mm-mm.
here. I really cannot. So then Brittany's supposed to meet up with Jax and she bails on him and she's like, I can take care of this house by myself. I'm not meeting with you.
I
You
do
are
think it's funny
drinking.
though how Jenna showed up to field day with Michelle there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's
And
messy.
Michelle has no idea that does she know Jenna's the one that told Jesse? Because she tried or who told
They
Zach
blame
invited
Kristen.
yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's so
they're
funny.
blaming that's what happened at the
They're
eviction
blaming
dinner. They're
Kristen,
blaming Kristen.
but Zach was the one who actually did
Yeah.
it. And then
Yeah.
Jasmine and Zach are BFF, so Jasmine definitely invited her to
Mhm.
field day on purpose.
For sure.
So, no one's mad at Zach or
No.
Jasmine.
Well, and also, like, Sheena was like, "I'll bring her with me so then I can get on the show."
Yeah.
So
It is
annoying.
funny though that she keeps showing up when she fucked Aaron. Who's
Ugh.
Aaron?
God, Aaron
Funny
Crazy
man.
Eyes. With my meme with him and Jody that are, like, Bravo's long lost crazy-eyed cousins. People are, like,
You could
waiting.
throw Ramona in
You know
there
what I was
too.
making fun of on my TikTok was, when Aaron was, like, throwing the ball.
Oh my god, it's so bad.
So
It's so
funny.
bad. He's like an alien learning how to be a human.
Poor
I was,
Aaron.
like, cackling.
Poor Aaron. He didn't sign up for this shit. Although he definitely did because his
No,
picture
he
on
did. He's
Instagram
so into
is
it.
his past photo.
He's into it.
Yeah.
He's so into it. He's in Hawaii, so he's
Yeah.
into this shit.
So they go to Hawaii and Danny and Jason like kind of make up. So then they try to make their wives make up. But I was proud of Nia, honestly, for saying like Jana was like, I was drunk and Nia was like that early in the night.
Mhm.
Like, fuck you, don't come for my man.
Period.
I liked it. So this is gonna be I think like how the season will end with Kristen's proposal. I don't see them doing anything after the trip. I think that'll be
No.
the end of the season. But it's
And
been great.
Jax doesn't go.
It's been
Jax doesn't go to
People want
Hawaii.
Jax fired so bad. How do you guys feel about it?
I feel like he's kind of a necessary evil for the show.
Yeah. I feel like people have done worse things than cocaine and divorce their wives is how I feel about it. So I feel like he can stay. There are certainly like bigger fireball offenses that have happened on Bravo.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think though that he does have a problem and should probably just like seek a little help.
I mean, for his own well-being,
Yeah.
like, yeah,
Yeah.
this man should not be on the show.
Yeah.
Most of the people on Bravo, for
No,
their
I
own
think he
well-being,
could be on the
should not
show
be
if
on
he
these
could get
shows.
sober a little bit. Just like maybe stop doing so much coke.
He was on Watch What Happens Live, what, like last week? He's still like not well. He's not changed, but like I feel like that's more authentic than people being like, I'm totally changed. It's been
Mhm.
4 months or
Yeah.
whatever. But he wasn't as crazy eyed. So I feel like maybe he definitely is still drinking, but maybe he's not doing cocaine anymore. I don't know.
I mean,
She
he's
didn't
got
say you're doing
personality
cocaine. She said
disorders
he was
too.
drinking. But he said he
Yeah.
doesn't have a problem with drinking. So I don't see him
Yeah.
stopping drinking.
Yeah. Period.
Let's talk next, Jen.
I'm into it. I didn't think I was gonna be, but I am.
I love
I
it.
feel like the whole like we're gonna now tell you why Charlie's so mean because we're gonna tell you how terrible
I
his
don't care.
little bitch life was. Like, give me
Don't care.
oh, I grew up in New York City. Oh, we had multiple homes. Oh, we lived on the poor 85th floor. Like, get out of here. I don't want to hear it. Your dad's asking you why. What are you gonna do with your fucking life? You're 30 and freeloading. That's a valid question, you fucking twit. I can't.
Jerking off and trading crypto. You're gross. Get a
Yeah.
life.
Probably
Thank you.
honestly having a sexual relationship with his roommate and, like, lying to himself about it. It's weird.
Oh, okay. Well.
Just being
Also,
honest.
yeah, you're about to turn 30. I think it's valid that your dad can ask you, like, what are you gonna have a job? Like, what's your vibe?
Not a crazy question. Shouldn't be offensive. I don't know. Just me.
Period.
I wanna also say that Georgia is, like, too fucking weird. She's everything I hate about New York City. She's so weird.
She's a
I don't
tryhard.
hate New York City at all, but if I have to hate it, that's what I hate about it.
She's just like the epitome of like what the original hipsters were.
When she's
Like
like,
they're
"Yeah,
so
right?"
weird and into this quirky stuff and you just wouldn't understand, man. Like we're bringing back
"These
middle
young
America to the
people are not
club
coming to
scene.
my party. If you work in finance, they are not coming to my party." What do you want everyone to wear? Little flats? Rothies?
Not wash their hands.
God. she grosses me out. I look at her and I just think dirty hands.
You know she smells, right?
Dirty
Like,
hands,
she's one of those people you look at and, like, you
armpit.
know she smells.
Yeah, she has armpit hair and a full bush. I know it for a fact.
I don't
Yeah,
think she washes her hair a lot either.
she has to, right? Has to.
And if she uses deodorant, it's a natural.
Oh,
Oh,
no, could never.
no.
Give
Yeah,
me
when
all
she's
the
making
aluminum,
makes her own
please.
soap in her fucking New York City apartment kitchen sink. I cannot. Okay, things I didn't have on my bingo card also, Damon Dash passing a blunt to Seth Marks on a golf course.
Didn't see it coming.
Guys, now that is a blunt rotation I wanna be invited
Yeah,
to. That is my vibe.
the blunt
That is my
rotation you didn't know you needed. It was so
exactly.
funny.
We'll meet
Seth
up
was like,
next time.
"I don't really do this in public." Like, he
I
didn't know
know.
it. He was like, "I'm gonna be really cool until I'm not so cool. I'm not that cool. That's a little too cool for me.
Oh my god.
Check this
When they
vibe."
were, like, driving on the golf carts in the rain and Brooks is just like, "I think that was my phone. Can you track it? Like, that's my phone."
And then they pan over and, like, and Ava and her dad are getting pummeled with rain, and then he's like and then Brooks is like, "Stop yelling at me." So funny. It was really funny, I have to say it. Hudson and Ariana finally get an apartment, and today I saw a TikTok where they're moving out of that apartment because 'cause they've already lived
Yeah.
there for a year, so
Wow.
they're moving somewhere new. Then we're celebrating Chloe's birthday. This is a show of is this like a spinoff about the Marks family? And then we're just like
Feels like it.
like Seth is on every episode, Meredith pops in and out, Chloe's a main cast member that's not a cast member at all. So we all go out for Chloe's birthday, and this is where Ava says that Ariana's not giving fashion designer, and Ariana goes off, and I think it's so funny. She's like, "You with your
His
sparkle Forever
daughter.
21 shorts."
And she's like, "And I love Forever 21."
It was so funny. So funny.
She's got, like, the best qualities of Kim.
I
Yeah.
love the
Like,
romance.
she is
Me.
honestly carrying the show.
Like, Kim should have spent a little more time trying to groom her and a little less time trying to groom that
I'm
fucking
agreeing.
dum-dum, her older daughter, who's a fucking half-wit. Like, she should have spent a little more time on Ariana.
That's why Ariana's probably has a
I think
head on
Ariana
her shoulders because Kim
Yeah.
wasn't
Yeah.
meddling.
Ariana
sure.
was like, "I'm outta here. I'm not dealing with this. I'm gonna get that guy, and that's it."
I'll still Venmo you money.
That fucking doo-doo pop old Brielle's, like, still living in La La Land somewhere. Can't deal. And that brings us to Miami. So let's talk about it. Marisol gets legally married. Okay, I thought it was really cute with them on the motorcycle.
It was
She's wearing like
adorable.
full Chanel. It's so cute. I love her. So the eye patch meme, as soon as you said it, I knew it was gonna go over. So she wears the eye patch at her reception, and I've sent a picture to the group today, and I was like, need a pirate joke, and I knew Darcy would have one because that's like just right up Darcy's
Darcy
alley.
loves the joke. She got her jokes on Laffy Taffy. I mean,
But
she's
she loves
amazing.
pirate jokes specifically. It's a
Mhm.
specific genre of joke she's really into. So I knew
I
she'd
did
have
not know that. You
I
learned
knew
something new.
she'd have
Fun
one
fact.
for me. Yeah. So she said, "What's a pirate's favorite cocky?" Margarita.
And their favorite non-alcoholic drink is High C.
I hate you. I really hate you. Oh my god. Lisa was barely in the episode because her dad died, and she went to Canada to be with him in his death.
I always forget she's Canadian.
Me too, but then I remember, like, that's how her and Lenny met. She was, like, working in the casinos or, like, bottle service in Vegas or something like that, I think.
Mm.
I mean, he just swept her right off her feet like Pretty Woman, except he had to have someone else carry her because he's so short. King. What else happens? Alexia throws Marisol the reception, and before that, they went to the Museum of Ice Cream, which we took Romeo there when he was a baby. I have him, like, that room with the bananas? I have him, like,
Mhm.
laying on the floor in there, like, really cute picture.
It looks
And
so
it is
fun.
really fun. It's a pop-up, but it pops up for, like, a full year and then it goes away. I've been to it it's come and gone a few times in a few different
They've
locations.
had it in New York City a couple of
Mhm.
times.
The
Yeah.
new one is cool. It's like I don't think it's going anywhere. I think it's in its own, like, staple location now. But it is really cool, and you do get a lot of free treats along the way if you're interested in that sort of thing. So Gertie and Julia are at odds, and we find out why, and it all comes down to Captain Sandy.
It really does, which is
What the
so
fuck?
insane to me.
So they keep talking about this cruise, and I know Alexia and Marisol did one too. It's the Virgin Voyages did these, like, cruises where they or maybe it was Celebrity did them, where the, like, housewives or, like, other people on Bravo were gonna be on them for meet and greets. I, like, saw them advertised, like, a million times.
I definitely
Yeah.
saw, like, the one with, like, Teresa and Dolores and
Oh,
then
that was
some
a different one, yeah, that
okay, so
was
that's the only one I knew about, okay.
so anyways, so Guerdy had done one and came back, and then Julia and Martina were supposed to go, and then Martina had a health scare, so then Julia asked Guerdy to go with her, is the way that it's told. There have 2 very different versions of, like, how that went down, and basically Guerdy, like, wasn't being supportive enough to Julia in Julia's opinion, and then in Guerdy's opinion, like, she brought her and then, like, dumped her, and, like, she couldn't even get into the exclusive Captain Sandy dinner, and that's why she was mad. So Captain Sandy is, like, at the epicenter of this drama, which I think is so funny. Anywho, so they're like clearly Julia was, like, trashed, right? Like,
She
she
had
came
to
in
be drunk.
so hot. She was
'Cause as soon
definitely
as she's
she
like,
came
"Can we
in hot.
talk?" She's like, "No."
Yeah.
Well, as soon as Guerdy said something, Julia, like, snaps and then, like, reaches across the table, and, like, that's what kicks it off, and I'm like, "You're coming in so fucking hot."
I feel like
Well,
she was acting a little bit and she overdid it.
she did. But then I was like, I everyone is like feeling so bad for Gertie, but she is not innocent in this matter at all. She called her like every fucking name under the sun.
Yeah.
Animal, go be a goat on your farm, you're disgusting. Like, and she
I
was doing
co-sign
a
all of it.
lot of finger in the face. And let me tell you, if you want to lose a fucking finger, put it in my motherfucking face. Because I will
Julia
rip
had
it,
fingers in the face
I will
too,
rip it
like,
the fuck off.
and I don't fucking like Julia, so
I don't
I'm
like either one of them.
very,
So I feel like
very much.
I'm non-biased because I don't like either one of them, I think. So, yeah, I didn't like it, but then she threw the drink and, like, that went too far. You should never waste alcohol.
Why not? Like, this Julia knew the season was gonna go bad when she came out with her little apology tour starting after episode 1.
I
Yeah.
know, and it
Yeah,
makes
it's
more
hard
sense now 'cause
Sorry.
I'm like
If you are so worried about your wife, why are you on this fucking cruise? You're not getting enough support. Go support your wife.
then Gertie's saying she, like, went and got a facelift while Martina was getting chemo, like, just a little fucked up, a little
And if
ugly.
Larsa Pippin's the one pointing out that you shouldn't do what you're doing, you're done.
I don't know. So her thing didn't make sense because in the first week, I feel like a lot of people were Team Julia. It obviously makes a little more sense now, but I feel like both of them are way too extra and neither one of them are housewife material. Like, neither one of them. Like,
No.
I feel like Gertie lives in Fort Lauderdale. Like, get out of here.
The fact that Kiki's not a housewife is an atrocity.
Yeah, I agree. But I don't know if it's because she doesn't have enough of, like, a personal life to bring like, for the same thing as, like, Adriana, like, she has no one in her life and her son doesn't wanna film. So, there's, like, not enough
Yeah.
there.
Care
Um,
about seeing their family?
yeah, but in order to be a housewife, you have to have a family to, like, film with. You can't just film you alone all the time.
Yeah, you have to have some sort of, like, background storyline.
But they've
Yeah,
given us Julia and the goats. Like, come on.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
And
I
I
mean,
love animals.
we know why she's one because we have Martina Navratilova or whatever her name is on our TV. Like, that's why she's the housewife. And she's bringing what did I say? She's giving us a lesbian moment. We didn't have one of those before.
Is she the first lesbian housewife?
Like, full-blown
I mean,
lesbian housewife, not just,
Kim
like, gay for a
Zolciak was
day.
a lesbian for a minute. Who else
What?
was a lesbian?
Yeah,
Kim
like,
Zolciak.
they were all gay for a
Luann wasn't
day.
Luann a lesbian for a minute?
No, Danielle Staub was a lesbian for a
Oh,
day.
okay, Daniels.
But this is like she's married to a woman. She is the
Yeah.
first full-blown, like,
Yeah,
lesbian housewife, yes. And I
Okay.
don't think we have any more, do we?
Drew.
We can't count Bronwyn.
You were quick with it.
Oh, freaking Drew.
Well, those were the shows of the week,
It was a
and
good week.
yeah.
Between Love Island and the Bravo shows,
You know
I
what?
am
Did Love
loving it.
Island kinda ruin you guys for Bravo a little bit? Like, I just was like, I just gotta watch Bravo because I gotta talk about it, but I wanna watch Love Island.
Yeah,
Um,
I wanted to watch Love Island today, but I had to watch Bravo today because I
yeah.
knew that we had tonight, so I was like, "All right,
And,
let
like
me."
Well, watching Bravo and nobody's like, "Can I pull you for a chat?" Nobody's making anybody breakfast. Like,
I know.
what am I watching right
Oh
now?
my god, I saw a TikTok and it says that they eat most of their meals offset so that the producers can come in, change the sets for the nighttime, and then, like, also, like, give them
Makes sense.
storylines and stuff for how it's gonna be. So that's why their meals are
I'm
off.
just so impressed with the turnaround time, but that is
Well,
why they have a narrator because, like, there needs to be some sort of like cohesion,
Yeah.
and so the narrator
Mhm.
tells you what's happening while it's
I think the narrator is so funny, by the way.
It
Oh, I
was
love
so jarring the first
Can you tell
episode. I
the
was like, because
narrator
I've
he
never
was on
watched
Watch
any
What
of
Happens
it.
Live. He bartended on Watch What Happens Live, like, a couple months ago, but he's like he kinda looks like Seth Rogen Scottish version. I don't
Can
know, like
somebody tell me if Olandria really sells elevators? Like, this is what, because all he does is
Yes.
roast her for
yeah,
being an elevator
I love it.
salesman.
Yeah,
He
he's in the
roasts
elevator
Austin for being a pool
He
boy.
does. He
she's in
does
the
roast her.
elevator escalator industry. They
These
go
things
together.
don't just appear, Amanda.
Are you sure? I thought they just, like, build them in.
No.
They build the infrastructure and the framing. My husband builds elevator shafts. Like,
Right.
you build it into the structure of the building, but there has to be an
Someone's
elevator
gotta
I thought it
sell
was
system.
like
them.
Otis elevator and, like, that's it. Otis elevator. Boom.
Someone's gotta sell them.
It's
Alright.
capitalism, baby. Give them options.
Love you guys, but it's almost bath time,
Okay.
so what do you guys got going on this weekend?
We are going to a concert tomorrow night, and we have our nephew's birthday party on Sunday.
I don't have anything going on this weekend. I'm gonna hang out, chill. It's supposed to rain again. Awesome.
I'm single momming it. My husband's dealing with some family stuff. So I have to go to fucking 2 birthday parties, 1-year-old birthday parties on my own with my son. It's hard to bring a fucking one.
Godspeed.
Just carrying stuff alone is like hard. And then I made a reservation. We're gonna go out to dinner on a little date together. Me
I
and
Oh, I
love
love
that. That's so cute.
we're going out to Lenora's Italian.
that for you.
So cute.
And then we might go to Candy Wonderland, which is like a super fun little play place that's like made out of candy.
Oh, I thought it was like a candy store.
I'm sure they sell candy, but no, it's like an indoor playground for kids, but it's like a new one, and it's like all candy features.
That's
We
Fun.
went to this pop-up candy museum actually here once, and it was really fun. And you just collected candy in every room, but it was like
Oh, I love that.
shitty candy, like penny candy. It was like
Mm.
not the
Mm-mm.
good penny candy. Anyways, if you like what you heard here, follow us on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts. You can follow us on our socials. We are on Instagram at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on Threads at Boujee Bravo Bitches, on TikTok at Boujee Bravo Bitches. We are on Twitter at Boujee Bravo Bees. We have a Facebook group. We also have a YouTube channel.
That's it, bitch.